Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for clicking on my video and choosing to spend some of your precious time with me. I'm honored that you're here because I know there's a ton of YouTube videos out there you could have clicked on. And let's talk about today's video. Hey friends, thanks for joining me at my desk today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And I just wanted to show you what I have been working on and what I've done since my Whip Wednesday video. So I showed you that I was working with the Premier Parfait Chunky Fruits. This is 262 yards if you didn't know. So that's a good bit of yarn. It's a 6 weight yarn. It's a number 6. And it says super bulky, but I don't think it's like super bulky. I mean, it's bulky, but it's not like so bulky that it's too big to work with or anything like that. It's a nice yarn. I love the feel of it. It's super, super soft. So I'm not normally a color control person, but I'm trying to get my camera up here a little bit better. But anyway, I am color controlling this. I took the ball apart. Here's my red, my a ball of the stripes, speckled, whatever you want to call it, seeds or something. This is the apple, so I'm assuming this represents the apple seeds. Some white, and then my piece that I was working on last night, and then I have some more white right here. Okay, so I showed you all in yesterday's video, in the Wednesday Whip video, that I was making a mushroom basket pattern. I don't know if this was the right yarn for this pattern, because this yarn is so soft I could just rub on it all day long. It should have been a pillow. I should have made a mushroom pillow. And it's not too late to do that. I can. But I've went this far and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So this here is what we have so far. Let me get the bottom there. Now, this cake fits perfectly into this, and it makes it look good. But according to the pattern, this is as tall as the basket is. The next step is to make the handles. That's the height of my cake. So, I was kind of expecting the basket to be larger. Yeah, taller and maybe just a little bit wider, because right now, let me just see how wide it is. Let me pull this over and measure and just see. It is about maybe 6.5 inches wide. I'm gonna put this in here and we'll see if it stretches it out. I feel like I wish I had gotten a coffee can or something like that and used that as my base and made my basket to fit the coffee can instead of going by the pattern. Just use the pattern as a guidance, which I didn't really need the pattern anyway. I just bought it to be supportive of somebody I was, you know, making a pattern off of. Okay, so that does stretch it out to about 7 inches wide. I think it could be stretched out a little bit more, because yarn stretches, right? So taking this out, that's my basket. It's at the height to put on the handles. I don't think it needs handles. It's going to have a lid. I am making the part, I'm calling it a lid, but it's actually the mushroom part. It is going to fit, this pattern calls for this to fit down on top of this, and actually it has a brim. After you get it so far out, it will have a brim that fits down on this, and like a hat. It'll fit on here like a hat, basically. And I bet this is gonna be huge on that, because I still have a lot of rows to go. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows to go, and 2 more of those rows is increasing, and then some down. Well, I don't know. So I'm just not sure. Like, I don't have a clear thing how this is going to turn out. And I'm just talking through my project with you guys, because y'all always give me feedback, and sometimes, you know, it helps me think, it helps me work out the kinks and stuff. The other thing I was worried about is, I was thinking this lid, the mushroom cap, whatever you want to call it, I was thinking it was just going to cave in, but it doesn't look like it's going to. So anyway, I worked on this today and was just kind of working on it and trying to figure out, should I just flatten this out and turn it into, you know, go up taller with it and put a mushroom top on it and turn it into a pillow? Should I don't know. I'm just questioning myself. Like, what am I doing? Is this really going to serve a purpose as a basket, or is it going to end up like that most of the time? Right? Now, if she was to put something in here that fills it out, it would stand up really nice. Like a cake of yarn. Maybe I should offer her a cake of yarn with it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't really think I'm going to put handles on it, because it does call for a handle on each side now. But it also calls for a handle on the lid, and I don't know why it would need handles. It's not like you're going to carry it anywhere. If it was a big basket, you know, say 12 inches, it would be cute with a handle. But if it was a bigger basket, like, you know, 15, 16, I could see putting a handle on each side. But it's so little. Does it need a handle? I don't know. So anyway, this afternoon, Big Daddy came home from work and got him something to drink, and he went and sat down in the den and was just relaxing, watching TV. And then he calls me back there and says, "Hey, do you want to ride uptown and get something to eat?" I was like, "Sure." I looked at the time and it was like 7 o'clock. I said, "Can we go to Hobby Lobby? They close at 8. Can we go there first?" And he's like, "Get dressed." So I jumped in some clothes real quick, and we jumped in the car and took off to Hobby Lobby. You know, this is their sale week where yarn is 30% off. Alright, so here we are at Hobby Lobby, going in to check out their 30% off yarn sale, actually just to see what yarn there is. And there's the cute little kits. They have some for $5.99, and they may have some for a little bit lower. Like, there might be some $3.50, $4.50, different prices. I'm not really sure, but they have all kinds of cute little animals. And so I did pick up one to see, and I'll show you which one I got later on in the... Well, I think I might even pick it up now. I think you see which one I get right here. I picked the little cat with the fishy purse, because it's cute. And here I am looking for chunky yarn. I'm looking for a 6-weight yarn. And so I'm just kind of running down the aisle because I don't have much time. And I looked at this, well, I looked at these yarns like several times over. That sweet young girl right there, I don't think we showed her face on video, but she was collecting yarn to make a blanket for her mother. And she did ask me a couple of questions, and she had picked out some beautiful fall colors to make a blanket for her mother for Christmas. So we talked about that for just a little bit. And I'm just like really looking at that yarn, aren't I? So much pretty yarn. I could just get carried away with the yarn, but you know, I was on a mission. I was looking for mushroom yarn, and I know mushroom caps can be all different colors, but I was looking for red for a couple of projects that I'm doing. And my yarn department shrunk yet again in the Monroe Hobby Lobby. It was that aisle with on both sides, and then it was come around the corner and it was another aisle of yarn, and it was gone. Big Daddy said, "It's Christmas." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "It's just Christmas on that aisle." I was like, "Really?" So yes, they I don't know what they did with that yarn, but yeah. Okay, so with the yarn, the aisle I walked down, and the other side of this yarn was Christmas. Okay, I think that's the yarn that I needed to make those leaves from Sarah Satch's video, but I couldn't remember how many skeins of that I needed, and I was trying to stay on track because I was just going to get mushroom yarn, and I told Big Daddy that in the car on the way, that I'm only getting yarn to make mushrooms. And not that he really would have cared, but I told him that so he would keep me on track, but he never did. Like, even if I looked at other stuff, he never said, "You're only here to get mushroom yarn." He never said anything like that, but I was really trying to just get mushroom yarn that I went for, because I could get carried away with all those beautiful colors. They're so pretty, aren't they? Yeah, I was trying to show some self-discipline and self-restraint, and not get yarns that I didn't have a purpose for at the moment. So anyway, yeah, I think this is where he tells me, when I got to the end of this, is when he told me that the other side was Christmas. And I was like, "What? That can't be right." And he's like, "Well, go look." And so I did, and guess what? He was right. Christmas pillows. So I said, well. So I was thinking in my mind that I need a thicker, more stiff yarn for this basket. It needs to be, you know, a thicker, stiffer yarn. Not really thicker, but it needs to be stiff. So anyway, we go to Hobby Lobby, and I'm telling Big Daddy about the basket and all, and he's like, "Well, can't you put something in it?" And I said, "Well, they do sell this stuff, this plastic canvas." And so I was showing him. He's like, "Well, do you know how big it is and all that?" And I was like, "Well, a cake of yarn fits down in it." And I was telling him what yarn and all that. So he said, "Well, get 3. That way you'll have 2 to wrap around the inside, and we'll have 1 to make a bottom piece, and then we could sew all that together and put it down in here. So that would help hold it up." So that's an option. But I want it to look nice. If I'm giving this as a gift, I don't want to cut corners and it look shabby, right? I want it to look really nice. So this is the thought. This is something I could do, you know, to make, and just being very careful. I would have to, you know, cut my pieces, or get Big Daddy to help me actually cut the pieces and make that where, you know, and sew that together, sew this side together, cut my bottom piece, make sure that all fits perfectly, and sew it, the circle, to this. Okay. I don't even know if we could cut a straight circle in that, but we would surely give it a good shot. No, I didn't have much time because it was right at closing time when we were there, and then I ran into someone who was making a blanket, and she was asking me a couple questions about the yarn she had picked and such. So I didn't have a lot of time, but they did have this Yarn Bee Cozy Occasion hummus. It's $4.99. It was 30% off of that, and it was it's a 6-weight yarn. It's like a blanket yarn. I've never used these types of yarns before, so I didn't even know what, you know, what I was looking for. This isn't really a stiff yarn, but I just got it because I thought I might make a mushroom pillow in the end with it. I don't know. Okay, to go with that yarn, I picked this cranberry. They didn't have red, unfortunately, but that could be a mushroom pillow if I choose for it to be, right? Yeah, it would. It's soft. It's not as soft and I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's a rougher soft than this softness. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that's how I would describe it. And then I picked up this Yarn Bee True Colors. This one is ivory for a stalk. And then I grabbed this red. Let me see, it's red for a mushroom top. And I know mushroom tops could be yellow or brown or green, or, you know, that could be whatever color I picked. But I was in a hurry and I couldn't think. Big Daddy was really wanting to go get something to eat, so he was threatening me that they were closing. He was afraid we was going to get locked in there and we wasn't going to get anything to eat. And I said, well, it's not like they're going to keep us overnight. And he said, yeah, but you won't get to check out. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. He said, if they shut the registers down, they're not going to check you out. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get 2 of these and 2 of these, because I had looked at these like 5 or 6 times and put them back on the shelf. And I was looking at these and I was like, I'll just get 2 of these and 2 of these. And I said, tonight I'm just gonna play with them, do something, I don't know. And then, if I'm gonna get more, I have to go back on Friday or Saturday, because the sale goes off, or, you know, or either have to wait till 2 weeks later when they have their 30% off sale again. Anyway, so I'm just talking through this and I don't really know what I'm doing. So I thought tonight I would work on this top, which I've worked on it a lot, and to see how that's gonna fit. But now I'm thinking maybe I will use this canvas and make this where it does stand up better, because I do want to put a little door on there and maybe a little window and embroidery some grass or something around and just make it look cute. If I had separated my yarns out beforehand, I think I would have put some of this around the bottom and then some white and some of that and some white. I kind of would have, you know, played with that a little bit, but I didn't. I just took it right off of the cake as it was, and it was white until here it changed to that. So it is what it is. I think I'm going to put in some white and go up a little higher, and then I might switch back to this, but I wish I had put some of this lower. But live and learn, live and learn. Now for this cake, I don't think there's enough red in here to do another dome cap, mushroom cap. I just don't think there's enough red in there to do that. So I'm gonna have all this to do something with a little bit of red. I might make that basket again. Let me see how the how that plays out. But I could make that basket again and like these colors, or I might just take these colors and make a mushroom pillow, or you know, something like that. Who knows? The bad thing about this yarn here, it is only 76 yards. That just is not enough, right? I hate it that the yards just get smaller like that. It's Yarn Bee True Color, $4.99. There was another red yarn there. It was also $4.99, and I was looking between the three to see which one had the most yardage. And this one had 101. And then I figured out the other one wasn't even a 6 weight yarn, a number 6. It was a 4. So anyway, this is 101 yards and this is 76. So I could probably make a mushroom top with this. I was thinking about this making a pillow, but I'd need red on the front and red on the back, and there's not enough of this to do that with. But I would have to buy one more of these to make that happen. But this is a pretty color. It is. It's kind of a shiny. I don't normally like shiny yarn, but it is pretty yarn. I like it. I do. And it says to use a 9mm crochet hook with this one. And what does this one recommend? I don't remember what this one recommended. It uses an 8. My pattern called for a 7mm hook with a super bulky 6 yarn, and I'm using a 6mm hook. This one, let me see, what does it recommend? Did I ever say? Oh yeah. It says crochet hook 11. I thought an L was an 8. Oh yeah, 8mm crochet hook, an L. So I do have a an 8 right up here somewhere. Or it might be in my, there's a 6 too. My 8 might be right over here in my cart. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. I just can't make up my mind. Like, I guess I'm going to go ahead and make this basket as is with this right here. I don't know. And use the canvas. Let's see what else I got. What else did I get at Hobby Lobby? As I was running through the aisles. I needed this. It was $2.99. Actually, I need several of these to organize some beads and things that I have that I want to work with and include into my yarn. And so I need to get several of these actually. But I was gonna check Walmart's price and size compared to this one and see which one was going to benefit me the most, and then decide which system I wanted to use. Not like a system, but you know, I have a whole big old bag of beads and charms and things like that that I want to organize so that I can sit down and start using them. It's hard to use them if they're not organized and you don't know everything you have is not together, right? Okay. I organized my amigurumi eyes a few videos back, maybe about a week or so ago. And then I just bought this cute little crochet kit. I know that Michael's has some kits. I didn't get one from Michael's yet. Joann's has the wobble kits that I personally feel like they're way overpriced. The ones at Michael's I think are $9.99, and so that was the reason why I didn't pick one up there. This at Hobby Lobby was $5.99. I think they had some for like a little bit cheaper. Not a lot cheaper, but they had some a little cheaper. I can't remember the prices of them. But this is the Crochet Kit Cat. And skill level intermediate. Knowledge of crochet is required. Complete kit, everything included. I haven't opened it yet. But what sold me on this little cat is the little fish purse. That sold me. I don't know how well you can see that, but the cat has a little fish purse. So it says on the inside there's some polyester yarn, polyester black floss, polyester fiber fill. There is a E-hook, which is a 3.5, which I will not be using. Must use included hook or results may vary. Plastic eyes, a plastic needle, and instructions. Supplies needed, basic sewing supplies. I don't know. Anyway, I'll probably use my own yarn just because this is probably a small. Hold on, let me cut the edges here. This is probably a small yarn, especially if they're wanting you to use a 3.5. I would have to use at least a 4, if not a 5. Just because I really can't use anything smaller than that. And how tension, you know, my hands just would give me fits with that. So I have to use what I am comfortable with, which is a 5, but I could just talk myself into trying to use a 4. Here. Alright, I'm going to clear this back off. My 4 big skeins of yarn for my yarn haul. Okay. Oh, it comes with 2 little things of fiber fill, which I need to get some fiber fill, so I'm glad it did come with a little bit. But I don't know, like, I'm not in a hurry to jump on this and make it, but it does look like a 4-weight yarn. I was thinking it was going to be some tiny thread, but it looks like a 4-weight. But I probably still just use my color my yarn, because I'm going to use a bigger hook, so it's going to take more of the yarn, and I may not have the colors to match up. But I wanted to look at the instructions. Try to see. Okay, here. I wanted to look at the instructions to see if they were clear, or, you know, sometimes instructions are not clear, or they are not understandable. And especially if it's written by someone, you know, English may not be their first language and they just have trouble communicating those, and I have trouble understanding because I'm so used to it being written a certain way. Oh wow, these are some instructions here. Oh, okay, wow. All right, so it gives you some things right here like yarn over, chain stitch, single crochet, increase single crochet, and decrease single crochet. So it gives the pictures in like poster size here. Read all instructions before beginning a project. That's what we really should do. I have never done it, but that would be a good idea. Okay, there gives you a little gauge. I'm not interested in my gauge turning out the same as theirs. I just want to make the project. It says finished size. If you use their size hook and their yarn, it would be 8.5 inches by 7 inches by 4 inches. And I don't know. Well, there might be a video or something. Let's turn it over and look at the other side. Oh, neato. Okay, the head. I'm starting right here. RS. Okay, round 1 RS. Right side? I bet that means right side or something. With CA. Okay, I think that's the color. Chain 2, single crochet in the second chain from the hook. 6. It has 6 stitches. And then 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Okay, it's written in plain English. This is the way all my patterns read. Yep, very easy to understand. Step 2 would be the orbit, which is also called the spot. Let's get my box back. Now at the head it does fasten off, and then orbit, the spot. I guess that's the spot around the eye. And then the ears, it says you make 2. You can make one in that color and one in white. The body and the legs. The legs are made first, so you start with the legs. And I guess you're going to work your way up. Legs make 2. And then after you go so far, you're not going to fasten off of the second leg. You're going to join it to the first leg. Done that plenty of times. And then the hands make 2. Hands and arms make 2. And the tail, make 1. And then it gives the little instructions to make the little fish purse, which I think is so cute on the cat. That is so cute. And then you're done. You make the strap on the fish. And the finishing, it says Uda's photos as a guide. Sew the orbit in place, position the eye, punch in place. Use the black floss to do the whiskers and the nose, little area, position head to body, and sew in place the yarn, the tail. Oh, your yarn, your tails of your yarn, if you have any tails. It's not talking about the animal, the cat tail. But anyway, it seems like it'd be a good instructions and a good little project. I like that. I think it's really cute. I like the instructions. I don't know if I needed them poster size, but hey, I might. They might know something I don't know. So I'm gonna put my little stuffing back in there. How cute. Now the crochet hook that's in here is just a plastic hook. It's, you know, you'd probably definitely want to use something else. This is very bendable. Yeah. Now I do know that the Wobbles has an actual metal hook with a handle. I don't think it's a polymer clay, but it's some kind of resin hook or something. And then I don't know about the ones from Michael's yet, because I haven't bought one, because they were $10.99. I mean, no, $9.99, and I thought, well, they'll mark those down, because later they'll mark them down. Anyway, I just thought that was cute, and I just picked it up because I saw that fish purse, and I thought, oh, I love it. I'm a sucker for cute stuff, okay? If it's cute, it's calling my name, and I'm just a sucker for cuteness. And so anyway, yep, that's what I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I would like to do something with this yarn to know if I need more of it. I probably can make a project with just these two. I have something in mind that I could do. And you know what? If I have some of this, which I'm going to have a lot of this, I may just add this in with that. Is there any reason why I can't? No. There's no yarn police going to show up at my house and say, you can't use that yarn with that yarn. And this, I don't need anything but the red to do what I probably would do. Yeah. So I might use these two to make something kind of like this, but not really, not a basket. I have something, you know, that I can do. And I think I could get away with just using those two. And adding some of this in with that, because I think it would just be cute. Cutesy cutesy. I'm going for the cutesy factor. So anyway, that's what I am doing, is trying to just figure out what I'm doing. You ever have days like that where you're just trying to figure out what you are doing? And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, did anybody see the comet? Has anybody seen the comet? We have tried now for 3 nights, and we have not seen the comet. Tonight, we should have been able to see it. And I did take pictures with my phone. It was pitch black dark. We could not even see each other. Okay? But I took a picture with my phone, and it looks like it's daylight. But we did not see the comet. But anyway, my phone made around us look like it was daylight, but it was actually pitch black dark. We could not even see each other. So I'm gonna pop those pictures in. Not that you can see the comet, but just that I hope I remember to pop those in. I just want to show how my phone made it look like it was daylight when it wasn't. How about that? But did any of you guys see the comet? I don't know, this is the first year we've ever tried to like get out and do stuff like that and see, you know, the stuff we're hearing about from space and all, you know, not space, but yeah, I guess. But anyway, we've just never done all that before, and I don't know, this is our year that we've tried, and we hadn't seen nothing yet. At the meteor shower, we saw a little bit, but not a whole lot. I fell asleep, actually. So anyway, I'm gonna crochet on my top mushroom cap. I am on row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm starting row 8. And so on this one, I'll be doing 7 half double crochets and then increasing. So it's going to fit this as like a cap, actually, when it starts coming, because it goes out like this and then it goes down for a few rows, so it will sit on here like a cap. But it's going to be kind of hard to put this on and like get it down on there without, maybe I'll throw in some toilet paper. When I give this as a gift, maybe I should throw in some toilet paper there to hold the basket up, so I'm not giving her a smushed basket. I don't know. I'm hoping the canvas will help that. What do you guys think? And I am going to leave that right there, but I'm going to jump right here and change to this whitish yarn. It's not really a white, it's an off-white. And make this basket a little taller because it is so short. It's too short to even call it a basket. So I thought I would do a few rows of jumping back to the white, and then I might jump back and do some of that again if it looks like it could use it. I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out. So yeah, what are you guys up to today? What's going on? Tell me about your life. I like reading about your life and just things that y'all have going on in your household and stuff like that. I do have an unspoken prayer request I wanted to mention. A sweet friend of mine who I love dearly. First off, she has 2 grown daughters, and both daughters are ill. They both have something major going on in their life, medical. And I don't have permission to share, so I'm just going to say it's an unspoken prayer request. And then today, or Wednesday, she had a doctor's appointment, and it was not the news that she was hoping for either. And my heart just aches for her news today, and I wish she would have got better news. Like, I was thinking she was going to go to the doctor and they were going to have a plan of action and what needed to be done to help her get better, but they said there's nothing that can be done. She's just got to live with it. And I know that's all very, very vague, but I don't have permission to share with her. She does watch my videos, and I appreciate that very much. I appreciate her as a friend, and she's just on my mind constantly right now. So if you don't mind, unspoken prayer request for my sweet friend who does not need to be worrying about her daughters and herself at this time. So I just wanted to mention that. And something else, I did not know this was on. I was going to find me something to watch while I was working on this here a little bit ago. And I clicked on Prime and it come up. There was a live Jelly Roll concert. And so I clicked on it. It wouldn't let me go back to the beginning to watch it. I had to watch it from right there. And it was right in the middle of I'm not okay, but everything's gonna be all right. But anyway, his testimony, I don't know if he gave it at the earlier than that, but I have heard it before, and it is a great one. It has a lot of meaning to it. And I did end up just watching the rest of that little concert that was on. If you don't know who Jelly Roll is, look him up. Don't be judgmental. Don't judge him before you get to know him. Because we have a bad habit of doing that, don't we? But don't judge him before you get to know him. He's had a rough life, and he has turned his life around. And he is out there singing the word, okay? His songs have a lot of meaning to them. And I kind of relate to several of his songs that I heard tonight on his little concert. You know, I've heard them before. But anyway, that was special. And I hope it's a replay on Prime. I hope I can watch that as a replay later. Just wanted to mention that because I know when I had mentioned him before, several of you all were able to look him up and listen to some of his songs, and some people told me, you know, like how much they were getting out of listening to his songs and how it was helping them. And a few of those messages were just, yeah, I'm so glad that the Jelly Roll song, I'm Not Okay, but Everything's Gonna Be Alright, touched some of you guys and helped you with some hard times too. We all going through things. Everybody on this planet is going through something. And no one has it worse than anyone else. Like, no one's issues are like, I'm trying to think of the word to use. Like, no one's issues are worse than anyone else's. My issues aren't worse than any one of yours. You shouldn't think, oh, she has it much worse than me, I shouldn't say anything about my issues. I don't see it that way at all. We're all going through something, sister and brother. We are. And everybody's issues are important. Whatever you're going through is very important. And I would be honored to pray for you. And I'd appreciate, prayer for me and my friend Eva that I mentioned. I would very much appreciate prayer for her. I did not mean to say her name. I don't think she'll kill me. Anyway. Just saying that, we're all going through something, and you might feel like, oh, mine is minor compared to hers. No, if it's a big deal to you, it's a big deal to me. Okay? I've always got time to read your comments, and I want to know what's going on in your life and how I can pray for you, because I do pray for my subscribers. And I'm thankful for how sweet my subscribers are. Y'all are so sweet, and y'all just mean the world to me. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And like I said, y'all always just leave the sweetest words. So, what are you doing this weekend? It's Friday, so what are you doing? What's going on? It's our anniversary, so happy anniversary to us. Me and Big Daddy put up with each other for 34 years. Yeah. He's put up with me for 34 years, y'all. Give that man a reward. An award. A medal. A trophy. A something. He deserves it. And like I said this in last night's video, but I know everybody don't get to watch every video, so it's probably a repeat for a few of you. But some people who didn't catch Wednesdays. Wait, today's Thursday. It's not Friday. No, is it Friday? I don't even know. Ugh. You know what? I don't even know the day of the week. Alexa, what day is it?
It's Friday, October 18th.
Oh, it is Friday. Okay. It is Friday. In my Wednesday whip video, crochet whip, I did talk about this, that I made reservations for our anniversary at Okaloosa Restaurant here in Monroe, Louisiana. And so we have never been there before, and I made us reservations for like a 4 o'clock Saturday in the courtyard, and I hope we get the full experience and just enjoy it. Enjoy sitting out there visiting, and it'd just be me and Big Daddy. But I do want us to, get the full experience. Maybe even have dessert. I don't know, it's kind of a pricey restaurant. But I planned for it, because I'm smart like that. I knew our anniversary was on the 19th. It didn't sneak up on me. So I planned for it. And I planned for us to get the full experience, maybe even order dessert, which we never do at a restaurant. We never order dessert because, it's usually pricey to order dessert at a restaurant when you can go for one slice of pie, when you can go to Walmart and buy the whole pie for that. Right? But sometimes it's just nice to enjoy and not concern yourself with the, price and all. And that's what I want us to do, is enjoy. Yeah, like I said, I planned for it, and I planned for the full experience. And I've been sticking some backs. And now that October the 19th is here, we can enjoy. We have some new shows out to watch. I do anyway. Tonight played the first episode of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. I don't know why it says first. That entitles there's going to be another, I don't know. That just entitles something else. So, hopefully, their only marriage, right? I don't know. Sometimes it don't happen that way, but so that showed today. I've already watched that. I watched In the Neighborhood on Prime. The Neighborhood, that's what it's called, The Neighborhood. So I was watching that. It's a new season of that. There's also a new show coming out with Reba, and it's called, what is it called? Blessings? I might be wrong on that, but it's supposed to be coming out the 18th. So I hope to watch that. There was some more things coming out, like right now, this weekend, sometime up and now. And then something comes out Sunday. That might be when Reba starts. Anyway, there's some new shows coming out right now, this weekend. If you know of something good that I didn't mention, tell us about it. Also, I think on, was something I was watching on Hulu. I think this is on Prime or Paramount Plus. It's Matlock. Y'all remember the old Matlock show? Okay, this ain't it, but the lady does reference that show several times, and I'm very intrigued because I watched, and I've been waiting on a new episode to come out, and so it's out. I'm just gonna go watch it while this is uploading, actually. But it's a lady lawyer, but she's kind of like detective lawyer. She figures things out. But in the show, she's not playing who she really is or something. Like, I gotta watch more to find out. But anyway, it's called Matlock. And the main character is Kathy Bates, I'm pretty sure. And so I liked the first episode I watched. And I've been waiting like a whole week for the next episode. And it's finally out today. So there we go. That's the shows I have to share. And y'all can share and tell me about whatever shows you guys know that are coming out. I think some of the Chicago PD, I don't know. Some of those shows have new seasons coming out too. So that's good. And maybe Blue Bloods. And what else? It was something else. Oh, something I started watching on maybe Prime or Paramount Plus is A Murder in a Small Town. Now, the murder mysteries aren't that intriguing to me, but the relationship between the new chief and someone who lives in the town seems intriguing. So I'll probably watch it just for their little dating story. But anyway, guys, that's about all I got today. Premier Yarn is having some sales, and I keep forgetting to mention, they sent me an email. My Premier contact person sent me an email here about a week ago, and I keep forgetting to mention that they have yarn for making the knitted knockers, and also Cinnamon Stitches is going to be doing some knitted knocker videos. But they have that yarn on sale. They have some other yarn on sale. So I'll leave the Premier link below and in the description box under this video. So you can click on that and just go to their website and look at sales. There's weekly sales, there's bag sales, there's discontinued sale. So you can go and see what all's on sale. I don't know how I ended up using the part that wasn't even, that's on the outside and not pulling from the inside of that. Anyway, guys, so yeah, tell me what you're doing this weekend. Do you have a certain project you're working on? Are you going anywhere? Are you having company? I am going to, I just realized I had called my son Elijah earlier and he didn't answer, and it just popped in my head why he didn't answer. He already told me. I'm sorry. But it popped in my head right at that moment. I don't know why. My brain just works crazy sometimes. Crazy sometimes, yeah. I think this will look much better being taller. Don't you guys agree? Yes, we agree. Thank you so much for agreeing with me. I appreciate that. So I don't think, now that I've talked this through, I don't think I need to go back to Hobby Lobby to get any more of that red yarn. I think red and white, or red and cranberry and hummus, or whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is gonna work out just fine with that. I think I can make that work just fine. So anyway, guys, I will let you all get going. I know you got things to do, but I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me. And I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll be here. I'll have some videos. Me and Big Daddy are planning to do a live for our members. We just had a lot going on. He's been trying to get things done through work, and then he's been sick. I hadn't even told y'all that he has been sick. He even missed a day of work, and that is not like him. He usually goes to work sick or not, but he did miss a day of work because he was just so sick. And you know, I've been having struggles too that I don't always like to talk about, because I, you know, hate to be that person. But sometimes that's just the way it is. But anyway, so we're going to be doing a live. I got a Happy Meal video to do, and something else, opening something that I purchased several weeks ago. So my bracelet, my son Elijah bought me this back when he still lived at home, and I love that little bracelet. The black here, actually, you can put like essential oils on it if you choose. I've never done that, but you can put a drop of essential oils. I've never done it though. Alright, bye guys. I'll see you on the next video. Check back for videos this weekend if you have time. If you're not too busy, there'll be videos. Hey guys, you need to subscribe so you can find out in future videos what mushrooms I end up doing, and what I make with this yarn with the red and white and the cranberry and hummus color. You'll want to come back and see what I make. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys.